Now stay just like that for a few. I'm going to get everything ready and then we can go ahead and begin. And once we begin, it's a rather quick process. We'll start by outlining everything and then we go through with motions that are kind of like a flick motion. And that's just going to put a ton of little tiny dots that's going to pigmentate all of your lips, okay? Now, of course, the color of your lips are already amazing, but I understand that sometimes we want something a little bit different, and this will give you exactly that. So while you sit, I'm going to get everything ready. I'm getting the machine out right now. And I will show you the color. It's absolutely amazing. Look at this. Look at that color. Isn't this exactly what you wanted? I knew you would like it. It's very, very, very pretty, and I think it's going to suit you perfectly. I can't wait to see the end result. Make sure that it stays on there. Now, I will be using a little pack here to wipe your numbing agent off, but we are also going to be using just this little tongue depressor, and we're going to scoop one time across the lips, and that usually takes the majority of it off. And then we will use a pad here with just a little bit of a solution to get any excess off, and then we can begin with the pigment. So, let me show you the device you remember from your consultation. It is just this little device right here. It has a little light on the top, and it has the needle. And the needle gets dipped into the ink. And then we will just lightly put it up to your lips very softly and just be tracing and doing movements like this. And you will hear a small, small vibrating sound as you remember. I wish it could be totally silent, but we're not at that technology yet. So just a little zzz, and we'll be doing. So sorry, couldn't breathe for a second. Just a little zzz, and we'll be doing this motion, and it's going to be putting the pigment in. Alright, so let's go ahead and remove the numbing cream. Everything is very sterile here and clean. We pride ourselves with that. So that is definitely not something that you have to worry about. We will always be using new and clean items on you. I'll get this ready as well. Alright, are you ready? We're just going to do one clean sweep across. Alright, here we go. Perfect. This is a little bit of a textured type of pad. It's different than paper towel. There's no little fibers to float off and get a mess. So it's very like textured and probably feels strange, but it's gonna get a perfect clean here. Good. Alright, that was our last step for prep. Are you ready to start the tattooing? Alright, let's start. I'm so excited for you. It's going to be so fun. I just have to let the machine pick up a little bit of that pigment. as much, but we'll check when we get there. Alright, here we go. Tilt your head back a little bit. Do this. Alright, I'm going to push up your lip a tiny bit and blend the inner lip as well, okay? Just like we did on bottom. I'm going to use this and pick your lip up. Perfect. That is amazing. Let me get a new little fiber towel here. And I'm just going to give it a good wipe and make sure that we didn't miss any spots. If we did, we'll fill it in quick. But let's look, and then I'm going to put